Hello Trekkies and welcome back with another video of TREKKERPRISE. Well, today we're going to talk about something very special, well, kind of special for me, but I'm pretty sure some of you already have this kind of item that I'm going to review today. Is the Star Trek pop-up books by Courtney Watson McCarthy. Well, as you can see, it's still on the wrap. I got this book, I think it was in February when I was in Taiwan with my wife, so we went into this big bookshop in Taipei. It's a massive bookshop and they had a couple of Star Trek books as well, and this was one of them that I really liked, and I thought I never had a pop-up book before, so I was quite interested to actually find out what's this. As you can see, it's still on the wrap, so I didn't even unwrap it ever since I had this bought this book. So today I'm going to unwrap this and going to check what's inside. This costed 1,100 Taiwanese dollars. A UK selling retail price is $19.95. I'm not sure about the US, but I estimate around $20-25. But it looks really nice. It's being published in 2014 by Blue Red Press Ltd. But it's really nice, so let's crack this open and see what's inside. So let's check the book itself. So as you can see, it's quite massive. I mean, this is my palm size, as you can see it from my face. The spine contains the actual logo and Star Trek pop-ups. And obviously in the back we have some pictures of what's included and also what else. So we apparently have the Enterprise NCC 1701, a scene from Trouble with Tribbles, a Klingon Bird-of-Prey, a Borg Cube, Deep Space Nine, Bride of Chaotica, and Enterprise NX-01. Now from all of these we got a little sneak peeks in here, and obviously the publisher informations and an ISBN as well. So let's check. So let's open this book up. This one fell out from somewhere, so I'll try to allocate the space for it. I'm not sure where it's gonna go, but we'll see. I do have to admit that I have never seen this book before. This is the first time when I'm opening it. As you can imagine, I'm quite excited. But let's see what's inside. So first page, we have a really nice picture, an introduction page, really nice image for Gene Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek. A little bit of a transcript that what Star Trek is about. Well, I'm not gonna read all these through, but I'm pretty sure if you can just freeze the screen, you can actually read the whole thing. We have a nice picture of the Enterprise, and obviously from the Where No Man Has Gone Before, the second pilot episode as well, Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock. And I assume that this is the time when we're gonna have the first pop-up. So let's see what the first pop-up look like. Yeah, very sticky a little bit. So we have a Enterprise pop-up here. I'm not sure how much you can see of this actually, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm a tiny bit disappointed. The nacelles are quite flat, and I think the top part should open up a little bit better. But overall, if you have it open somehow, I'm pretty sure from a other distance it looks actually quite nice. We have some information about the actual episode that this scene from is the Corbomite Maneuver from season 1. And obviously we have some nice pictures as well from the classic Revelation. It's actually nice that they put the original image from the original copy, and obviously the redesigned one as well, the remastered one. We have a picture of Baylock and obviously the crew on board. So yeah, this page actually quite nice, but as I mentioned, I'm not really happy with this installment of the Enterprise, but for what it is, I think it's quite good. Second page, wow, this is actually quite nice, but the funny thing is, if I open up this lay flat, then it's kind of falling backwards, so you kind of have to so I have to adjust my screen a little bit. But this is the scene from Trouble with Tribbles. We have quite a few people there. Kirk, the station manager, and obviously Bones and Spock, and a red shirt in the back. Yeah, and so this is the scene from Trouble with Tribbles, or it's also from the original series, and some pictures from the actual episode as well. So it's quite nice addition to this book as well. So moving on to the next one, it's actually quite stiff. Moving on to the next one, we have a very nice image of a Klingon Bird-of-Prey. That's from going towards the Golden Gate Bridge. Yeah, this is a bit more awkward than I thought. It's not that bad. I'm not saying that it's a bad picture. I could imagine a bit something else, but you know, that's just me. Okay, so moving on from this image, the next picture. Oh, we have a very stiff page with the Borg Cube. Well, actually, it doesn't really look like a cube, but I guess if you put this together, this is really awkward. If you put this together, I think it can make up a Borg Cube. This is from Star Trek: The Next Generation, which is interesting because Star Trek: Next Generation introduced us to the Borg itself, and we have a picture of Alice Krieg, who was the Borg Queen, but she only appeared in Star Trek: First Contact, so it's an interesting combination, putting together the Borg Cube and the Borg Queen that appeared. And we have a little flap here that I try to open without breaking the whole thing. Let's see what's underneath. Wow, actually this is cool. Okay, but this one actually looks pretty neat, and if you look at the angle, how they put it together, that's actually quite neat. I think the best shot is almost like from here, so you can see the Borg Cube coming up, and then the Enterprise is kind of firing. So that's a neat, really neat little pocket here that you can see, and obviously open up and have some like memories and come up and some. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. Ooh, the book is really stiff, I must say. Okay, so this is actually one of my favorites so far. So this is Deep Space Nine from the episode Call to Arms. So this is one of the most detailed ones so far. We have some really nice shots of Jem'Hadar fighters, Cardassian Galore class fighters, and obviously we have the DS9. It's a really nice panoramic view of the whole thing. I mean, obviously it's paper and it's folded in a certain way, so we won't get these nice curves and everything, but I think it's a really nice, I think this one so far one of the best pop-up page in this book. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this. Obviously in the other side we have some images of the actual episode when the Defiant deploys the self-replicating mines, and then we have some the Rotoran and the Defiant going join the Federation fleet, and we have Gul Dukat as well, who just confiscated Captain Sisko's office and his baseball cap as well, but that's another story for another day. Alright, let's move on to another page. Oh wow, okay, so fans of Star Trek Voyager and fans of Captain Proton in general, I think they're gonna appreciate this page. This is from the episode Bride of Chaotica, and this is Chaotica's fortress, where he was fighting against the fifth dimension. We have a really nice picture of Kate Mulgrew as Queen Arachnia, and then obviously Captain Proton, and we have Dr. Chaotica himself. If you don't know anything about Captain Proton and Chaotica, I actually have a data file on Captain Proton's Chaotica character, so definitely check out. I think it's a very fun one. And we have the Satanic Robot, and also again a sticker that I have no idea where to put, but we'll see. And then we have a pop-up behind the Satan Robot, and there's the Satan Robot himself. Actually, that's really neat. So it's like a a really interesting addition to this book. So you have the Satan Robot pops up in a form. So that's actually really neat. So this is a really nice page as well. And moving on to the next one. Well, okay, then when it's flat, it's really awkward. But this is the NX-01 Enterprise. Actually, this is not that bad. It's much better than the NCC-1701 that we've seen previously. But of course, that's a different story. They try to do the same pop-up as the starship itself, and then obviously you can't really match it with paper. But it's a really nice quality still. So I think I'm really pleased with this. I'm really pleased with this book, and I think that was the last page, ladies and gents. So this is it. This is it. I think it's a really nice edition for sure. Star Trek pop-ups. So that was my little review of these Star Trek pop-ups by Courtney Watson McCarty. If you like this book, I would recommend to check out in your local bookshop, or check it from Amazon or from eBay or from other sources. It's released by Thames and Hudson. So I would totally recommend it. I think it's a nice addition to have it in your bookshelf along all the Star Trek books that you have already and all the memorabilia. It's a nice little addition to have some models. You can open it up and you can display it as well, so when someone comes around then it's like, hey, what's that? And then, you know, they can just read about the actual ship, the scene, or whatever page you decided to open it up. So I think it's a pretty neat addition to any Star Trek fan collections. So that was it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and share the video, and don't forget to subscribe to receive all the geekiness every week. And until next time, live long and prosper.